And welcome this edition of the Coach Kerry Johnson Sports Show, the first for 2021. Joining me, Coach Kerry Johnson. And, Coach, it's that time again.
Yeah, we are excited to get this season underway. We've had a good preseason practice throughout. We've had a couple good scrimmages and played a quarter the other night in a jamboree, and we're just ready to get the season going. And it's going to be against one of the top teams in 2A in the state coming in here in Bledsoe County.
We'll take a look at the preseason. They had some good scrimmages. We'll talk about that. Plus, we'll look ahead to the big Bledsoe County game this Friday night, right after this from the Union Bank.
For more than a century, Union Bank has been serving the people of Fentress County. Now, as we begin a new chapter in our history of service, we want to take this opportunity to reassure you that while our building may be new, we're still the same friendly people you have known for years. Union Bank, the same people, the same goals, and the same commitment to you. Union Bank, your locally owned hometown bank for more than a century, growing to meet your needs. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
And back here on the Coach Kerry Johnson Sports Show. And, Coach, you guys had a good preseason. You ready for this one to get underway?
I believe so. We've scrimmaged McMinn Central and Harriman and did a lot of good things, improved a lot between those two games. We had a dress rehearsal last week in the Cumberland County Jamboree, and today we had a good walkthrough. Today's kind of a conditioning and some lifting that takes place, and kind of go through what we're going to try to do on Friday a little bit and work on shoring up our blocking schemes for our offensive line. But tomorrow will be a long day, and so will Wednesday, and tune up on Thursday and be ready to take on Bledsoe here Friday.
Coach, take a look, since it's the first one of the season, at your starters on both sides of the ball.
Right now we're kind of at receiver. We may have lost Mark Mitchell. We're kind of waiting to see. He's going to the doctor, I believe, today or tomorrow to check out and see if he's got a torn ACL or what may be there with his knee. But offensively, our starting offensive line going from left tackle to right tackle is Landon Sales, Seth Helbig, Caden Buck, Connor Warden, and Caden Edwards is our starting offensive line right there. And of course, right now we're going to shuffle our receivers around, playing our slot receiver / running backs are right now Thaddeus Tolman and Dalton Barger, and playing the deep running back is Rylan Miller, and of course Miles Lefevue right now is our quarterback going in this week. Our defensive guys are a lot of the same names there. We've got Ty Polk and Brett Jones who will step in and play the corners on defense, along with Miles and Barger at the safeties. And they played unbelievable this preseason safety. I think we probably had 5 or 6 interceptions in our two preseason or our two scrimmage games with those two back there at safety. And right now, Eli Kirby and Marquise Tolman have been playing inside linebackers. Eli's improved a lot the last couple of weeks. We were struggling at that spot at those inside linebackers a lot. Marquise has still got to improve a lot, and we may have to play that position by committee. And of course, our defensive front is going to be. We got a tremendous front four that they've really done well in the preseason. That's Thaddeus Tolman, Seth Helbig, Caden Buck, and Connor Warden.
Coach, now you went through the offense, defense, special teams. Can be a big difference. Take a look at your special teams.
Right now, we've been working a lot on kickoff and kickoff return, and that was a big thing for us last year. The games that we won, the special teams, we won those games last year. Field goals or by returning 2 kickoffs. One basically kept us in a game. Another kickoff return set us up to win a game. We had good returns against Upperman, which gave us a chance down there. It's huge in special teams, and we're going to work a lot on that this week because we didn't really work on it much last week. Just kind of knowing who's on our special teams is while we're still kind of sorting through personnel on that right now.
Do you know who will be doing your kicking and your punting?
Possibly Caden Stover will be kicking, kickoffs and place kicking. Dalton Barger may do some as well. Seth Helbig punted for us the other night. He may be the guy doing the punting duties.
Well, the York Dragons have got their lineup set. Now it's time to take a look at their opponents. We'll do that right after this break.
For more than a century, Union Bank has been serving the people of Fentress County. Now, as we begin a new chapter in our history of service, we want to take this opportunity to reassure you that while our building may be new, we're still the same friendly people you have known for years. Union Bank, the same people, the same goals, and the same commitment to you. Union Bank, your locally owned hometown bank for more than a century, growing to meet your needs. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
And back here on the Coach Kerry Johnson Sports Show. And Coach, you got Bledsoe County. You know they've got a good squad.
Yeah, they were real good last year. They went undefeated. They were 10-0 in the regular season. I think they ended up 11-1, so I guess they got put out in the second round of the playoffs. So I think Trousdale is who put them out last year. They lost 2 or 3 of their linemen, but they have their whole backfield back, including a really good running back and their quarterback. Somebody said their line was every bit as big as they were last year, so they may not have they may have replaced those guys pretty easily, as you say, and they may not have to do much other than just kind of somebody said they reloaded down there, so they may have it. We got to be ready for a very physical team coming in here, and they will execute well. They'll be fundamentally sound or well coached. We're just going to have to play turnover-free, mistake-free football, and I think we'll be okay.
First game of the year with your offense, it is going to be who makes the big mistake.
Yes, I hope. Last year we were horrendous in a few games last year with turnovers. I think we had 6 in our opening game, and a lot of those were right in front of our own goal lines and giving our opponent a chance to make easy scores. We can't do that against these guys. So we have to take care of the football, and we can't be giving them 5 yards by jumping off sides here or there or being baited into encroachment or something.
Coach, what defense have you got to do to stop them?
If our front four can do their job and play assignment football, I think we can contain those guys pretty well and keep it into. I feel like if we can keep them in the around the 20-point range, keep them in there under 20 points, that we'll have a good shot.
Coach, it's the first game of the year, and I'm going to throw in a 4-letter word for you: fair. I know that's going to be a big concern. Your kids being at the fair the night before.
Yes, and we've already addressed it several times, including just a few minutes ago when we broke for the day. I told them, I said, you can enjoy the fair tonight, tomorrow. Don't be up there walking around all night on Thursday. They think they're young and can do anything. They don't realize how much that takes it out of their legs, and they think they can get by with it. But when they get out here on Friday night and that adrenaline's pumping, the lights are on, it drains you quickly, and we've got to be able to be ready to go for 48 minutes.
Coach, let's take a look at how much this would mean to your team to get off to this big start.
Oh, I think it'd be huge for us to be 1-0 and beating a team like Bledsoe coming in here. It's going to be a tough task, but I think that if we do, it'll send a statement that we're back to where we were a couple of years ago.
And Coach, I know we got to have a big crowd out here. There's a lot of things going on, but everybody needs to show up for the game.
Yes, we're hoping to fill that place up and have them packed in there and have 5 or 6 deep on the fences and cause it to get true home field advantage against these guys.
Well, Coach, we want to thank you for joining us, and best of luck as you open up the season this year.
Appreciate it, Gary. Thanks.
That's going to do it for this edition of the Coach Kerry Johnson Sports Show. I'll get you spit out there in a minute. Be sure to join us next Monday for another show, and be sure to join us Friday night over here at the Pit as the Dragons take on Bledsoe County. Till then, for 15104 Sports, I'll see you at the game.